Hello everybody and welcome back to the Bazaar. It is Vanessa Day here today, so in we are going to go to see what we can do. With Vanessa, until the next patch, probably going to be playing normal so we can try out some more varied builds, get ourselves ready for when, maybe the meta shifts, that kind of a thing. Shifts a little bit more, I guess, than it has. What are we going to play? We'll see. It depends what we get. I think that coral armor is interesting. Is it good? I don't know. When you buy an aquatic item, this gains a heal of 6. When you buy an aquatic item, this gains 8 shield. I mean, it's been nerfed. Like, it used to be 10 at... I think it used to be 10 at bronze, 20 at silver. Like, it was kind of absurd. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it anymore. But if there's a time to start with it, it's now. I'm going to go ahead and grab a Shark Claws because it is an aquatic item. We're going to grab a Piranha because it is an aquatic item. And it's also an aquatic item that I would run if we get a wider board. Hello. But Shark Claws, weapons gain 3 damage for the fight. Obviously, we like that. I'm going to go for the Kimono. I don't know that I really want to go for Silk. Like, we would keep it in case we happen to find some kind of a... shield payoff like force field from Aetherite. Eccentric Aetherite. That one encounter that has a force field. That could be something. But I don't really know if that's something I want to rock. Coral armor on a 6-second cooldown. I don't know. It's interesting. 36 feels more logically in line with a the scaling for 36. It's 8. It's more logically in line for a starting item right now. But we'll see. I'm going to be honest, that's kind of what I wanted. More shield. 25 HP, not bad. Bronze tier skills, not bad. Non-weapon items, really not bad, especially because many of them are aquatic. I'm going to use another aquatic item. Charge this second. Hasten aquatic item for 2 seconds. I wouldn't be opposed to getting that and then upgrading it a bit. And I'm also not opposed to XP, but I'm also not opposed to buffing my 2 shield items with 10. It does work from the bag in case you were worried. It's a dually. We don't love to see that. It is a normal game, so surely they are not just spamming the best possible build, right? Like, those players are in ranked, right? The great news is they are, but the build isn't good yet. This is the start that you go for. God, if they... if they just restarted until they got this. I mean, this loses day 1 almost always, though, which is kind of... That's the saving grace. That's the saving grace of it. That being said, if you get lucky and you find a poison vial on the monitor lizard, it can actually absolutely win day 1 as well. But like, that's kind of the nice thing. Lots and lots and lots of builds beat it on day 1.
You fall like a boulder.
So hey, thank you for the freebie. Do not match up with me later. Please and thank you. I'm gonna go for the mountain pass, and we could be risky here to try and get a fight. We don't have a great build, and I want to get the XP for sure. I've been valuing income a whole lot less this patch because there's kind of money out the wazoo. A lot of the level up options give you loot, and the loot gives you money. No pain, no gain. Could juice the Shark Claws. That's kind of something. Damage, healing, experience, get a friend. I'm wondering if we go for meditation to get the guaranteed level up before the fight. We had this anyways. That's okay. More time to buy aquatic items. Good deal. Good deal. I actually like this. Hold on. I actually kind of like that. We do beat Covetous Thief. Coconut Crab has an aquatic item. And a really good passive, for what it's worth. Hard Shell is an amazing passive to get on day 2. Like, it's pretty good on day 2, but it's really good on every other day. This is probably the most value a narwhal could give you. Just being a target for my shark claws, which I wouldn't mind if I could upgrade those. I feel like the aquatic build is missing like a clear payoff, like just aquatic in general. Pufferfish was the payoff for both a poison build and an aquatic build, and like a haste build, which are kind of all this. They're kind of all the same thing. At least they were. As far as aquatic payoff items, it's kind of like there's Torpedo. Hell yeah, man. There's Torpedo, which I guess I can pull it up here on How Bazaar, in case you don't know which one I'm talking about, because not very many people use it. Torpedo, whenever you use another aquatic item or ammo or item with ammo, this gains 20, 40, 60 damage for the fight. If the item is large, reload and ammo. There are a lot of large aquatic items that are pretty fast too, like Cove or Water Wheel is especially a really good angle with this. So like, I wouldn't mind finding a way to pivot into that. But this is the big problem of Torpedo. It's a 10-second cooldown. Like it's tough. It's a tough one. Bronze tier skills, small and medium. I'm gonna keep on going on the. God, I mean, early sniper rifle's interesting. Although the switchblade's okay. We are gonna get a wider board, and I need to know what I'm gonna do with it. Beach ball's not great yet. Ooh. Ooh. I'm such a gamble monster. I really, really want the disguise. It's so fun. It gave me... Remember when it gave me Regal Blade and we did a full-on Regal Blade run? That was so good. That was so strong. I could have sold this. I just... Even the best fall down sometimes. I'm going to get the powdered flask and cry myself to sleep.
Waiting to be filled.
That did not go well. I'm getting powder flask. Why, you may be asking? Well, I could get Torpedo and not have to run a large aquatic item, which could potentially be interesting. Arbalest, we now know, could actually be quite good as well. A haste package and aquatic package are largely the same thing. So Arbalest, Torpedo, those are pretty good angles to go from here. I'm going to take the loot items just in general, but man, did we beef it. We're leaving this garbage on the field because it is a Vanessa, and Vanessa can have Harpoon. Simply, like, that's the whole reason. Genuine, that's the entire reason. Vanessa can have Harpoon. We want targets for the Harpoon if she has Harpoon. Not many people are running it nowadays, though. I think, I would say I don't know why, but I kind of do. The reason people aren't really running Harpoon is because it's weird, because it feels like it'd be a great meta for Harpoon, because so many of the scariest things are small items, the rays and everything. But by the time Harpoon goes off and destroys a ray, you probably already have enough burn or poison on you for it not to matter. So that's my guess as to why we're not seeing a lot of Harpoon destroying small items. But I also wouldn't be surprised if it's just underexplored. You know what? Powder Flask did a great job of eating Dockline's hits. Aquatic.
If you
We
find
had.
it in the sea, that means it's treasure.
Docklines is, it's great. I don't know what to tell you. It's a very good item.
Will inspire the crew.
We'll get the Illusoray as well. Yeah, Dockline's good. Good enough to run? Probably. Burn skills, don't really care. Small items. Give me a small non-weapon item, because it honestly might just be aquatic. Like, most small non-weapon items for Vanessa are aquatic. It feels like. We don't have enough friends to run a Illusoray here. I don't know if we beat the Aetheryte. We do, right? We do, right? We scale. We scale. Surely we scale enough. 114 shield is pretty darn good. Like, if we can hit the, we hit the force field with the dock lines, we are definitely good then. Because this little part was going to be the awkward bit. And now we should slowly but surely ramp up with our crappy bronze shark claws. I don't know, man. It might not be enough. We might not be fast enough. I don't know if we're fast enough or not. It's close. It's a timing thing, and unfortunately... Oh, it does work for us. Good, 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 good. All right. Force field coral armor.
Pathetic, as spineless as a
Told ya.
jellyfish.
All right. That's fun. Maybe we could do that. Maybe we do that. Not looking for a lot of weapons, but I am looking for shark claws in specific. I'll take that because it's funny. Yeah.
Ah, place to store the rest of the tyrant's gold.
Let's think. Clamor is too slow. 7 seconds to slow. Doesn't go off right away is the issue. The thing is, I'm kind of leaning towards no pain, no gain because force field crits like a son of a gun. So if we can get that sucker up to 100% crit, which Vanessa can do much easier than Dooley, I don't know, man. It's pretty good. Small minimize. We could easily run. Oop, bump Mike. Could run like an astrolabe angle. We're gonna risk a fight. Dabbling Apprentice is actually a surprisingly tough fight to get early. I think we have enough shield for it to not be a problem. But like, he's actually a little bit sketchy. Oh, the no pain, no gain is absolutely going to carry us here. Force field, if you don't know, do damage equal to the shield. Very, very good with a shield stacked item. 114 isn't crazy or anything, though.
We barely got our flags up.
Bottle of lightning. Obviously, we are going to be going port. Just. What do I do with all this junk? All this junk inside my trunk. We could do that. That's actually like... Is that better? We'd actually... Every 5 seconds? Yeah, every 5 seconds do 75 damage and 7 burn is better than running both of those, I'd say. We'd probably run Narwhal because it's faster. Works with the Shark Claws. We don't have a lot of crit on the little Piranha Man. We're just going to put this over here. All right. It's not bad. It's not bad. I don't mind this. I don't mind this at all.
King, not to squabble with nobodies.
I feel like this item is really good. Oh, Lord have mercy. That's going to be a lot of shielding. They got a lot of burning. They got 2 freeze skills already. The good news is we have a force field with a 5% chance to crit, so basically 100%. The nice thing about 6 and 4 seconds here is that every other cast they're gonna sync up. That's actually, that may not seem like a big thing, but that's really, really good.
No.
Or every 3 casts, whatever. You know, every so often they will sync up. What do we get? We got cool. It's Dooley reporting for duty. I can't get another core unless I get the freaking... If I get the combat core... If I get the combat core from the docks again, I don't even want... You know, I don't want to do that, you know? I am going to go to the docks, and I am going to take a shield item, though, because it could end up being funny. ATM... Not that funny. I like the income, though. And I like shield-related items. We like the cove. We like the cove a lot. We really like the cove. I'm getting rid of this. We're not playing poison. I don't know if we're probably going to be running cove. Juicing it up to the moon. I think I would rather get a better dock lines offered to me later. Shield 5 for every aquatic item you have. We'll probably use the cove as an actual item soon. I don't know. Bushel? Bushel's good. You can't get this. Tis a fib. Tis but a fable.
Was that even a battle? Another empty chest.
Nothing wrong with that.
waiting
Upgrade
to
your
be
leftmost
filled.
silver tier item. Coral armor or cove? Probably coral armor. We can find cove.
Ooh, the keen of the blade.
When you buy another
Quick of the
aquatic
fight.
item, gain 12 shield. I'm going to just get a free aquatic item. Aquatic items to the left of this have their cooldowns reduced by 10%. Weapons to the right have 25% more damage. The hell? That's kind of interesting. I think I'm not playing Shark Claws as good as it could be. Medium items. I am on the lookout for like an Astrolabe. We'll take a wanted poster.
If it's not right for you,
Bonus
bring it
XP.
back.
Dock lines is an aquatic item. You know what? This is what sucks. I don't have any space. Figurehead could end up being really good though. Like with coral armor. Hold on. Coral armor and cove on the left with force field on the right is maybe like enough to be a build. I'm going to get rid of the shovel. It's bronze.
Oh, I think you're really gonna enjoy that. Oh, delivery's free. I like
Silver
the
shovel.
exercise.
Okay, there we go. Majesty
You should
95.
know, I'm a bit of a legend on Polaris.
What do we got here?
I may be
Maybe,
young
what do we got
for a
here?
captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
We've got kind of an old school Vanessa that absolutely will not have enough juice to get through my coral armor, right? Am I wrong? They are gonna, they've got juice. They've got the juice, they've got the juice. They've got the juice. They have a golden hot spot. That makes sense. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 18 burn from that. That's pretty darn good. I'm going to check some crit skills. First time you crit freeze. First time your opponent falls below half health, charge your items. Your large items have 20% crit chance.
Tell no one.
Butterfly swords. I'm not going to play it, but thank you. Oh, I hate it. But frankly, this is an amazing thing to do with Cove because it is free, but it's better than free because we actually made $5 by going there. It's a little silly. Gorgonoble, just really, really good. We like Petrifying Gaze. And also, she doesn't damage our shields a whole lot, so frankly, we should have a pretty easy time against her. She's a good mix of being relatively easy and being rewarding. God, we love that. The third fire of Force Field syncs up perfectly with the coral armor. It's kind of gross. That is 12 seconds into the fight, though.
It's over already. We barely
Holy.
got our flags up.
Monster Loot RNG is kind of great. I'm doing it. As weird as it is, I mean, we're very susceptible to poison, but poison's also susceptible to us at the same time. It's kind of like a weird back and forth. What weapon do we want? It's basically just like I'd buy a piranha. Just give me this because it's free. Okay, Monster Loot's good. Sure. Some burn is some burn. We'll probably swap out of that soon. Blaze
Fight isn't
Nitro.
with you, but if you insist.
Nice skin. Lefty Lucy's super good. Oh my? Lefty Lucy, Trebuchet? How are you losing? You must have just gotten lefty loosey or something, right? Like, I am in fact flummoxed. I'm in fact flummoxed that you haven't won a game, and therefore clearly something was just hit now.
Bravery without strength is a sword.
Clearly something was just hit now. This could end up being a problem.
It comes from beyond the body.
See, like that could put them out of sync, but it could also be good. First time you use a large item, haste adjacent items for 4 seconds, I actually really like.
The key to moving faster is seeing around the distance.
I really like it. I gotta fish for some. The hell, man? I was gonna say I gotta fish for some good stuff like good old Astrolabe. We really, 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 really like that. I think we're probably not going figurehead now, as much as that could be kind of fun. This seems too good to pass up, but it also, you have, like, it's $48, and this isn't a property. Like, and it takes up 3 space, and it's very clearly, like, these have, neither of these contribute to the flagship. It's kind of like a really cool thing for a different universe. And even then, it's like, is shielded really that great? I have an enchantment for that. It's pretty good. When you use a non-weapon item, this gains 10 shield for the fight. We're running the risk, if we take that and put it here, we're starting to really run the risk of not having a lot of items to utilize anyways. I'm going to say no, even though it's like, it's not bad. Upgrade your leftmost silver, silver or below. I could really easily see myself running Cove instead of all 3 of these items at a certain point. Maybe even now, frankly. My first large item would be this. 3 seconds haste. Would that make it so... God, I gotta know. Oh boy, I don't know. We hate burn. We hate burn. Burn destroys us. Unfortunately, that is not the fight we'd want to see there. I just need to see this in action against an NPC. They still sync up. They still sync up. They still sync up. It's just because it got frozen. Which can happen, and that in that situation, everything gets messed up anyways.
See that plank? Walk it.
I think that's good, and I think that's worth it. Hit me with some non-weapon items. A lot of them are aquatic.
Feel our energies resonate.
Do a little bit of buy, sell. Oh,
Ah, now this
is pretty good
will
too.
inspire the crew.
I'd rather find a higher value version of that. This has been really good to me, but I'm done with it. I'm done with Narwhal. It's an aquatic item. Give your items 3 shield for the fight when you use a non-weapon shield 10. The thing is, like, I'm using so much space with my stuff that I think that there's a different version of this build out there that utilizes it. This is mostly for Cove. It juices the value of Cove quite a bit. Okay. All right. Basically, if they freeze Cove right away, then if they freeze Cove before Cove goes off, that really messes up Captain's charge. But like, I think we're fine in that regard. Okay. Oh, they're scaling. Honestly, any of those being a crit probably would have... I mean, maybe the first one was. Dude, they have such a build. The golden... Dude, their build is disgusting. It's just... I was sitting here going like... Oh, that's right. Sure. I was sitting here going like, maybe this build's not that great. Give me the loot items. If we get a crit chance thing here, I'm going to be so happy. We could keep these, but it's like, I don't know. Snack time. I'm going to go... This is the rare time where I actually do value this a little bit more. It'd have to be for an enchantment. Do I care about raiding Corsair? I think that this is bad. Like, us having less HP is kind of good for this fight. Like, the fact that we took no pain, no gain a couple times ends up being pretty good. If we can get a well-timed crit, like, we're going to the moon. But otherwise, I think I just shouldn't have taken this. Yeah, I think that the burn stacking and the percentage HP is going to just kind of mess us up. Yeah. It's the... Yeah. We need, like, an amazing... We need a crit here. It's a 30% chance to crit. It's not like it's unlikely. We just didn't get it. We're not going to do well in the storm. 30%, like, with how many times we cast, you know? So, we should not have gone there. I think my hunch was right. Give me an aquatic, a small aquatic item. We like that. We, in fact, really like this. Because it's 2 small things to sell, and it's an aquatic item. Hit me with a mountain pass. We kind of want to fight, if we can, to make up for that lost experience. We did not get it. Oh, well. It's a dually. It's a dually who's winning. They lost a game on... They lost 2 games. Maybe day 1 and 2. No, they lost 1 day. So they lost like day 3 or something. Two or three or something. I don't know what that means. Because they could have just lost to a high roll dually. Usually, oh. Ah, hello. All right, you are meant to be doing this build. You have the actual supplies for it. Can you not, please? Thank you. Like, he has the scaling. He's got all the tools. But I have the crit. This is a very, like... I actually really do rate that build. Yes, even with the security camera, that is a build that I play. I play that off camera sometimes. Yes, I know. Even with the security camera. I feel like it's the only build where it kind of works. Because that's... Why do you think I'm saying that, like, I really like crit on force field? Why else would I run security camera? Like, that's not something you do if you're not desperate to find crit. Right, most burn items, good. Freeze, burn. It's all sleeper. There's some better stuff. Large weapons do 72 more damage. We have less health than your opponent. All of your items gain 15% crit. We kind of will have less health than our opponent for the most part. Let's go for the heavy weaponry. Take the gumballs, juice up this cove. Juice up this cove. At this point, we're probably at the spot where we upgrade cove instead of the coral armor. Because coral armor gains scaling, and cove gains shield equal to triple this item's value instead of double. Which is better. We like CDR, especially when it's across the board CDR, because it does not mess up any of our syncing of our cooldowns. Again, it all goes to crap in the hey, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Oh, Astrolabe's maybe janking it up anyways. If there was ever a time, it'd be now, and I don't think that it makes sense. So that should really say just how bad it is. Come on, give me a crit chance here. Oh, okay. This is the awkward thing where I'm like, it messes up. It's going to mess up my my flow. So I'm going to actually do this so we get a quicker start. 2.7 second start. And the flow's going to be messed up anyways. Seashell, especially at gold, could be played. Arbalest could be played.
Now, if that doesn't work out for you, come back for a refund. I get it. You're busy. Enjoy your purchase.
Meh. I don't think we are. Chocolate bar's good. Give me the 10. It's pig. It's a pig who's losing a lot, but they did theoretically just probably hit their free enchant, or whatever, whatever they took. I guess they took, like, experience or something? I mean, that laser security system is scaling out the wazoo.
Land legs make you
I love that we also have hard shell.
in straight lines.
So good. Freeze skills, hit me with them.
At absolute zero, atoms don't move at all.
First time you crit freeze for 5 seconds. Yeah. Oh, big numbers works on the cove too. Yeah, no, I feel even more comfortable taking it then. I think we take the chocolate bars. Again, we are mostly just bumping up our cove. We just happen to also, like... Wait, hold on. Ferris Khan, triple the damage, double the cooldown. Probably not. Enclave Revenant is just more experience and is really easy. We don't really want any of your stuff is kind of the downside, but like we especially like the fact that she doesn't do any damage to my shield.
Pathetic. As
Whenever you
spineless
poison,
as
gains crit
jellyfish.
chance. No dice. Yeah, the aquatic item cooldown thing. It's kind of weird because it's probably right, but it's just a little bit. It's just awkward. It's awkward. I don't think I take it for 3%. I think it needs to be juicier for me to consider it. No pain, no gain feels really weird too. I'm doing it though. We want the crit, and then we'll immediately screw it.
With no weapons,
We'll have shield, Cope.
with big bars.
Crow's Nest is interesting. The only aquatic thing there was very expensive. Not worth a buy sell. Small aquatic items are incredible for us. They fit so many. Dude, I want a Pesky Pete remake. I want a revamp on this sucker. For each adjacent friend or property, this gains 4 burn. No. That's not that good. 6-second cooldown for 12 burn. We don't get out of bed for high base values on a 6-second cooldown that are hard to get. Make Pesky Pete... Dude, Pesky Pete as literally just burn Uwashawali. That's Pog. For every friend you have, this gains 1 multi... I mean, no. That seems busted. I don't know. It just feels like there's something... This isn't such an expensive buy-sell, but it's an aquatic small. We love that for us. Porkalicious, okay.
I may be
Porkalicious,
young,
definitious.
but I've seen my share of storms.
I mean, what do you got? What do you got? You lost some games. I see. They are basically doing this build, but like they have all the tools baked into their kit for it, and they also have cool LEDs. So that's like cool LEDs difference, lefty loosey difference, defensive stance, duct tape, defensive core. Unsurprising. Unsurprising that we do not win a what I guess we'll call a mirror match. Let's do it. Screw it. Upgrade your leftmost item. I do think we want it to be the cove. It just gets so much more value. But yeah, that is going to mess up my stuff a little bit. Probably should have just gone gumballs.
Thank you.
But I don't know. We just didn't have the full 10. Do we beat Arkin? If we beat Arkin, it could be really good, but I don't think we beat Arkin. I don't think we do. I think he will poke our shield down way too consistently. We need to kill him right away. And it's... Okay, well, I was going to say, if we crit... if we crit 2 times in a row against Arkin, we probably do win.
It's over already.
Right.
We barely got our flags up.
chocolate bars. We'll take the free one because we have a choice left here. Okay. Unfortunately, I think sparring partner is the right choice. I'm going to turn down the volume. I think it's the right choice because until the storm comes, we have nothing that's going to be stopping our situation as far as shielding. He just likes it too much, you know? So, dude. Each time it's going, we're killing. Okay, now unless we crit. We did crit. This is also giving us a lot of shielding, too, you know? Okay. Like, I'm just doing this because we can get a lot of cash out of this. Here comes the storm, which is going to greatly diminish what my build can do. Because it's destroying my shielding. But we made it through a bunch. We're up at a nice and juicy 35 gold. We don't have any shield scaling in combat. There are ways to have gotten it. I know that. What Vanessa beats this build? Extreme Trebuchet Vanessa, and she has a lot of wins, so that really could be what she is. Weatherglass Vanessa is an extremely scary... And Lang Xian? And they froze my thing, and I have... What is this garbage, man? What the high roll is that? Random assortment of stuff. Oh my god. Okay, pig, hello. Not super interested. It's a shame. There's definitely some good pig stuff. That's not it. I'll take the shield scrap, and we're going to put it directly onto this. Because it does do damage based off of itself immediately. Take the chocolate bars for a couple reasons. Unfortunately, we're getting really bad fight RNG. Because we can't really fight the Void Golem either. Because if they destroy... Like, there's a couple things, if they destroy them, we just lose. I'm going to try. It would have been really sick if they could have destroyed one of their caltrops. No crits yet. Cool. Unlucky. Could have hit the caltrops. Coral armor. Obviously, very large target. It's a problem. Shouldn't have done it. We're getting tilted.
Where shall we start?
Pearl's dig site. Gotta be honest. Tropical Island is just absolutely good enough. That's a small item to sell for Cove every single hour.
Wormcats fight without weapons, but you will need them.
God, 12 gold for 3% crit? The crazy thing is it's maybe worth it. It is on all of my stuff. Like, that's the absolutely nuts thing, is that it's maybe worth it. I'll just take 12 damage. It's a dually. Dually rockin' everywhere. And I mean everywhere. I would not mind... Okay. Oh, I was going to say, I would not mind a Monitor Lizard. Unfortunately, it's a Monitor Lizard with a lot of burn as well. Okay, good. That right there is why I think that 3% crit could actually be worth it. Like, this thing, it gets if it gets a quick start, kill, kind of like that, it's kind of nuts. You need to sort of to cheese one out. Gumballs are extra good for that reason too. We could get any kind of any blue gumballs are a blessing. Any are a blessing. It's fine. It's one is a blessing too. Snack time is good, but more than that, I am a degenerate right now. We want to just go ahead. Hey, maybe we can. Maybe we'll be lucky this time. it's just such a bad fight, right? Like, why did they give him 2 Caltrops? Like, at least make it so he has 1. Like, he doesn't need 2. It's so stupid. Like, if you take away one of them, then ooh. Ooh, that's so good that we try and find a way to use it. I'm not going to gamble with that much health for the crit right now. Small items. Give me some small aquatic... I don't have the money for that. Is it enough to ditch the haste from Astrolabe? It might be. Oh.
Oh, now this is a tasteful item.
Seaweed is so good. Seaweed is so good, but this is just such extreme value. 597 immediately. I'm going to ditch this to get seaweed, and then we'll look for a different small item. I mean, it'd have to be a bronze small item, but I'm going to start the fight with 1300 shield because that is hilarious with force field. Like, genuinely, we probably don't get to the point where Juggler does anything, unfortunately, but it's cool that we have it. It's cool that we have it. People are going to see the build and be like, wow, why are you not using that? Oh, we might just explode them. Oh, their Lang Xian went beforehand. Oh, they got a battery.
Like my crew says at the bar, another round.
Remember when I said crit is good with force field and getting it on a character who has much easier access to crit is really good? Do you believe me now? God, it's so, like, was that lucky? Yes, but also 42% is not that low. I'm almost kind of bummed. I almost would have wanted to see what the what this would look like with an enchant. You slap shielded on the cove. This sucker shields for 1200. It gets kind of gross. I mean, it already was gross, but that was very fun. That was very fun. We were we got to 1. I wish we lost 1 day later instead of the day we did, because then we'd have the enchant, and that'd be fun. I'm not trying to be like, wah, I won, but I'm trying to be like, oh, this is one of those builds where like almost any enchant is game breaky. Like, the ones we wouldn't want to see are poison or burn, but even those would be fine. But like, healing on force field heals you for the amount of damage, or for the amount of shield you have. You know, obviously Obsidian heals you is good. Shielded doubles this. Like, obviously Freeze is busted in general. Radiant ends up being very good too. But that one would have been boring. Burn and poison would be the most meh. Heavy's good too, obviously. But like, God, it's a build that absolutely goes nutty with even just most of the enchantments. Alas, that was very fun. I really liked it. That is a build that you could, if you got that luck, obviously, the luck of Eccentric Aetheryte. There's a reason that Eccentric Aetheryte, there's multiple reasons Eccentric Aetheryte and Tent City Mayors are, in games that I'm trying to just win, they are never skips, basically. Force Field on pretty much any character can be a viable build. In fact, I think if you are Pig or Vanessa, there is an argument, not a great one, but there's an argument you can potentially make it work better. Well, at the very least, if you're dually and you're using any core other than the armored core, or whatever, the shielded core, you frankly, if you don't have the shield core on dually, then other characters probably will use force field better, because they have better access to, like, either Pig has better access to silly high shields via degenerate memery, and Vanessa has better access to crit and has a couple really good access to shield items. What she lacks is a shield payoff. Vanessa has all of the markings of a potentially good shield build, but there's no shield item that does damage in her kit. Pig has Spiky Shield, which is just worse force field that takes up less space, but is slower. So, like, there's some situations where that space matters, but frankly, twice as fast on force field is a really big deal. But Vanessa just doesn't have that payoff. You have to get, like, Crusher Claw, or you have to get force field via monster fights or, like, Crusher Claw from Curio, that kind of stuff. But she has the makings of a good shield build in her kit, except for the payoff. And I imagine we'll probably someday, maybe we'll see that. Alas, though, really, really fun run. The opponents were absolutely bringing it for sure, even though this was normal. In fact, like, some of those were harder opponents than ranked. Alas. That's good duty for today. Thank you for watching. Check out the channel. More Bazaar every single day as long as you guys continue to support, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.